Pro Football Weekly is taking a look at all of the top free agents in the NFL. Right now we're looking at Ravens running back Ray Rice. And Eric, I think the first question you have to ask with him is just where does he stack up in the hierarchy of running backs in the league right now?
You know, I think he stacks pretty highly. And you look at Rice and the skills he has as a receiver, an inside runner, a smaller guy, but still very tough and very agile, a guy who can explode into the second level of the defense, you know, somebody who can pass protect a little bit too. So he's a pretty versatile back. He's kind of the modern NFL back, whereas Adrian Peterson, more of a throwback type, you know, the I back who gets 20 carries a game. I think Rice is a little more diverse and he fits this passing league very well. I'd put him in the top 5 NFL backs right now, I think.
You mentioned Adrian Peterson. He is your every down, you know, running back, a guy that can carry it 25 times a game. He got a huge contract last year. Do you expect Rice to be able to get a similar deal?
Oh, Rice would love that. You know, he's already mentioned he wants Adrian Peterson type money. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I don't think we can expect that to be the case. You know, I mean, the Ravens, look at their situation. They just paid Haloni Nana over $10 million per year. You know, they've got other guys they've got to take care of as well. So I just don't think it's a possibility. You know, the general manager there, Ozzie Newsome, he prefers not to use the franchise tag. He'd rather let guys hit the market. But I think the chance of Ray Rice actually hitting the market are pretty slim. So it's difficult to project. They may have to invoke it in this one situation, though.
Do you think there's any chance he's not in Baltimore next year?
I think he's got to be a Raven next year. I think the fit of the player and the team is perfect in this case. Newsome knows a great player when he has one. Rice still has a lot of tread on his tires. I think he'll be a pro, and I think he'll be a Raven for the long haul. The question is where and when, and I mean, how is this thing going to happen? Same thing with Drew Brees in New Orleans. You know it's going to happen. You think it's going to happen. What are the final numbers going to be? We don't know yet.
Do you think that there's any concern? You talk about that he's not as much of an every down back. He's more of today's NFL kind of back, but he had a ton of carries at Rutgers. He does see the ball a lot still in that offense. Well, I think Ravens fans would like to see more, but he does see the ball a lot. Is there a concern with a long-term deal?
Well, especially with Ricky Williams retiring. You know, they've got to have that number 2, that option to kind of back him up and complement him. Maybe Edwin Baker, a big back in the draft from Michigan State, somebody like that. Or a free agent towards the end of his career like Williams who complements him well. So they'll sign him to the deal, I think, and they'll also get somebody to help him out.
It's just a matter of when and how much is what Ray Rice really wants to know. You can check out the latest what's going on with Ray Rice throughout the process. Just subscribe to us on YouTube or go to ProFootballWeekly.com.
It's never too early to start thinking about the NFL Draft, and Pro Football Weekly's new draft database has you covered. Check out updated player rankings for over 750 prospects and our exclusive PFW Stock Watch. Just go to the Draft tab at ProFootballWeekly.com.